There are many pitfalls with putting somebody on the stand. I've never met this gentleman before in my life. I've seen pictures of him, watched him on television. He doesn't look like the nice guy next door, okay? And I don't know how he speaks. I don't know how intelligent he is. There are literally about 500 factors that you have to look at with your client when determining, am I going to put my client on the stand? Most people, most human beings, want to see somebody explain why they're in court, you know? And if they don't do so, they'll tell the judge that they won't hold that against them, but they do, you know? But here's the problem. You can have a case as a criminal defense attorney with everything going your way. And at the very end, the judge says, okay, client X, it's your turn to make a decision. It's not your lawyer's decision, it's yours. Would you like to testify? And you can advise your client one way or the other, but they're going to do what they want to do. And I have seen cases and had cases where everything was going perfect until he gets on the stand and you have a skillful prosecutor absolutely rip him apart, tear your case down, and there you have the conviction where you might not otherwise have had one. It's a very dangerous move. I don't like putting people on the stand unless I need them to be there. When you look at the per capita gun deaths, you see the United States up top when it comes to gun deaths. You see places like Great Britain down at the bottom. What you don't hear about is this. You can't have a gun in Great Britain. You can't have a gun in these other places. So why are they going to have widespread gun violence? Do they talk about the knife fights? Do they talk about the clubbings and the beatings and the other deaths by violent means? None of that's discussed. That's where I have a problem with statistics a lot of times. I have a problem with comparing the United States to other countries. And lastly, my feeling on this is I really don't care what any other country does regarding their firearms, regarding their constitutions. I don't care a bit. I care what we do here. We can take suggestions from other people, but just because France is doing something, I don't think it's a good idea to get really excited and say, wow, we need to do what the French are doing here, just in general. Gun-free zones are some of the most dangerous places that anybody could walk. I would not want to see my child in a gun-free zone. Now, I know, him going to school, both my sons are going to school, those are gun-free zones, and I see that every day. But I do realize that that's probably the most dangerous place that he will be during that part, or during any part of the day. And the reason for that is simple logic. Predators, people who want to hurt other people, are going to choose people in the weakest position. And people who are law-abiding are not going to carry guns there. If you know somebody doesn't have a gun and you bring it, you can do anything you want to. If there's a little bit of a chance that maybe one person would have one, that could make a difference in one massacre at a school.